My parents demanded my $20,000 lottery win. They never asked about the second ticket. I'm 31, and for most of my life, I was the invisible daughter. My older brother Dylan was the one my parents orbited. When his landscaping business failed, they remortgaged the house to save him. When my car died during nursing school, Dad told me struggle builds character. My graduation got 20 minutes of their time. Dylan's fantasy football draft got the whole weekend. I stopped asking for things at 19. I worked nights, finished my degree, and kept my life small and quiet. Last March, on a gas run before a 12-hour shift, I bought 2 lottery tickets. One was a $5 scratch-off. The other was a numbers ticket I almost threw away. 3 days later, I checked it at my kitchen table and had to sit down on the floor. After taxes, it came to a little over $480,000. I didn't post it. I didn't call anyone. A lawyer helped me claim it quietly through a trust. I paid off my loans, bought a small blue house on Cedar Lane, and kept working my shifts. As far as anyone knew, I was still renting. For the first time, being overlooked felt like a superpower. Then in May, I ruined my own peace. Same gas station, another $5 scratch-off, and this one hit $20,000. The clerk rang a bell, someone filmed it, and the station's Facebook page posted my stunned face. Mom called before I even got home. "Sweetheart, we saw the video." I hadn't heard sweetheart in years. That Sunday dinner was an ambush. Dylan showed up holding a folder, an actual folder. Dad cleared his throat and announced that families share windfalls. Mom slid a paper across the table, a list titled "What This Family Has Given You." My childhood braces were on it. Dylan's folder was a business plan. He needed $18,000 to relaunch his landscaping company. The projections page was handwritten. "It works out perfectly," Mom said. "You'd still keep 2." I asked what happened when they remortgaged the house for Dylan. Silence. Then Dad said that was different. That was an investment in someone with potential. Something in me went very calm. I thanked Mom for dinner, said I'd think about it, and drove home to the house they didn't know I owned. I did think about it. The folder got nothing, but I quietly paid Mom's overdue electric bill, $412, straight to the utility company. She called it an insult. Dylan posted about ungrateful relatives who get lucky and forget where they came from. Aunt Renee shared it with a prayer emoji. For months, I was the villain at every holiday. Mom told relatives I'd blown the whole 20 grand on myself. Nobody ever asked for my side. That used to be the thing that broke me. It doesn't anymore. Last Christmas, they finally visited my little rental. Dad stood in my kitchen and said if I learned to save like him, I might own something someday. He patted the counter twice, like he was comforting the granite. I said, "You're probably right, Dad." The deed to that house sits in a fireproof box upstairs, right next to a trust statement, with a number that would stop that whole dinner table mid-sentence. Dylan's relaunch never happened. The folder, as far as I know, is still in Mom's hutch. They still believe the lottery gave me $20,000, and that I wasted it. I've stopped needing them to know otherwise. Quiet money, like quiet daughters, gets underestimated. I've learned to let it